Popular Instagram photographer confesses that his work is AI generated. Oh, Will. This is another of my favorites. Mm-hmm. It wasn't me. It's ChatGPT. This is what he did. He actually did it, but on Instagram. It wasn't me. It was what? Stable Diffusion, or it was Midjourney, or one of those. More and more AI-generated images are flooding the internet. You might start thinking it's easy to tell what's real and what isn't. For instance, too many fingers or the appearance of random limbs is an obvious giveaway. That's Will's favorite giveaway. He goes, look at the hands. Oh, my God, this guy's fired up over here. But the work of popular Instagram photographer Joe Avery drives home the point that the line between AI imagery and work created by actual photographers is becoming more and more blurred. Avery's admired portrait photography has recently unraveled, with the photographer's own admission of his work being entirely AI-generated. His confession also brings up questions of when and how to disclose the use of AI in content creation. Oh, my God. They're like, you got to let us know, man. You can't just go like 6 months saying you're photographing people, and then you're like,
no, my bad.
Sorry, guys. It was AI the whole time. He opened his portrait photography account on Instagram October 2022, and in just a few short months, his stunning black and white photographs amassed a following of 12,000 people. But what his followers, who wrote enthusiastic comments about how much his work inspired them, didn't realize is that Avery hadn't picked up a camera at all. All of his images were created using Midjourney and then retouched by him. In January, feeling conflicted about deceiving his followers, he came clean to the online publication Ars Technica. My Instagram account has blown up since October, more than I expected, because it is where I post AI-generated human finished portraits. Probably 95+% of the followers don't realize it's what I'm doing. I got to come clean. Wow, what a dilemma. You're like, they're loving what's going on. Does it matter where they're from? And then he's like, yeah, it matters where they're from. These look amazing. These are so good.
Yeah. This one kind of looks like Arnold here.
Why is nobody... I mean, I'm seeing the AI now in the eyes, but why is nobody...
this guy.
Why is nobody ugly?
This guy looks like a Giga Chad.
Can I get an ugly AI-generated person?
No,
is it even possible? Why are they all so good? Look, they all look like an Apple ad or whatever. Nobody's ugly. I need more ugly. You can keep scrolling, Will, but I'm not seeing ugly. You tell me when you see ugly, because they're not ugly.
There's another Giga Chad.
They're not ugly, Will.
Yeah.
They're all Giga. I want ugly AI. I'm going to need to see it he reposted the one Giga Chad.
Yeah, these two. Maybe this guy, too.
I just need more ugly. That's the thing. Are you hovering there? Are you hovering? Because that man is not ugly.
He's not?
No, if you call that man ugly, I don't think you've seen ugly. Okay. He's old, but he's not ugly.
All right.
Yeah,
it just keeps going. Wow.
Well, you can understand why this stuff would be potent on Instagram. You're just scrolling through.
Well, this one's definitely like...
They're looking right at you.
Mid-journey.
They're looking right at you. Let's see how... Okay.
Stable Diffusion.
Little people. Emily stands at the bus stop watching the leaves swirl around her feet. The leaves are a mix of red, orange, yellow, and brown. A kaleidoscope of autumn color. She's wearing a cozy orange sweater and her favorite pair of jeans. And despite the chill in the air, she's feeling happy and excited. The bus pulls up and she climbs on board, taking a seat near the window. As the bus winds its way through the countryside, Emily can't help but admire the beauty of the changing landscape. Everywhere she looks, there are trees adorned with vibrant leaves and the smell of wood smoke in the air. When the bus reaches her stop, Emily hops off and makes her way to the park. It's her favorite place in the fall, and she loves walking through the crunchy leaves and admiring the beauty of the season. She takes her time, savoring the moment, and as she reaches the top of the hill, she pauses to take it all in. The sun is setting, casting a warm orange glow across the land. Emily stands there mesmerized by the beauty of the moment, feeling a deep sense of contentment. As the sky darkens and the stars begin to twinkle, she takes a deep breath and smiles. Fall is her favorite time of year, and she knows that this moment will stay with her forever. Well, if all I got to do is read that and know the guy's using Midjourney. Like, that sounds like Mid-Journey. I'm not saying it sounds like ChatGPT. It sounds like AI. It sounds like if I was using Mid-Journey, that's what my description would sound like.
But there are really convincing ones. I mean, this one looks really real. Right?
But it doesn't, I don't think it, this is only going to
Let me see the hands.
Show me the hands. But listen.
Whoa, look at this guy.
The old guys look amazing because
they
it's
look
so
even
good
better.
at wrinkles.
Yeah.
So good at wrinkles.
Oh, yeah, there might be a weird thing over here.
The eyes being dim? Not lit correctly?
Yeah, this looks like a sharp point.
That is, and then under the other eye, it looks like it's too blurred. Right there, that section.
Yeah.
Like, I can't figure out the focus point if I'm really inspecting it. But listen, I think that's why they mostly focus on young people, because they might be a little easier. The eyes are messed up on that guy, the other old guy.
This guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
The eyes
They look
inserted into the rest of the face. It's tough.
Look at the crooked nose on this guy.
It's interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? He does what I want. He does what I want.
But this looks like a really good render of someone.
It does.
Like a model.
Yeah. Anyway, this is increasingly going to be the case where people are going to be skeptical now of all the images they see, and maybe that's a good thing. Maybe now it's going to basically call out all the Photoshops and AIs, and then we'll know what to look for, and we're all going to become trained. And the downside of that is we're going to trust nothing.
Yeah. And this guy feels bad, but what about all the other people that still continues to push this like AI agenda of like other people, like the audience claiming that it's real? And they're making money out of it.
Yeah.
The artist or...
I don't know if people got offended at my ugly terminology. I meant real. I meant ugly is the accurate. I mean, maybe that's not fair because you could argue that isn't ugly, actually, like the human in the truest. But I was just suggesting that there's a bias, an AI bias towards a particular look, which is less real and more surreal or more specific, certainly youthful in many cases. And you have to start to wonder about those preferences and start to wonder about that presentation. We talked about the jawline getting pinched on Jennifer Aniston via Photoshop and then detected. And there's a clip you can watch for yourself. Like, what was it? 90%? No, 50%.
Yeah.
Of photos showing signs of a very particular Photoshop tool being used to change the shape of a face. Change the shape to what? It would be some sort of ideal. So I use the word ugly, which is essentially against the ideal, which to me, well, I don't care what terminology you use to describe it, actually. But I turn off the beauty mode right away, and I don't have any interest in appearing any different than I am.
So for the audio listeners, the Instagram is called Avery Season Art. Anyone who wants to check it out.
Yeah, asymmetric faces, natural imperfections. Yeah, like I'm into this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm into it.